guys, this is Chris with Talking Through the Medias, and with Sean, he's gonna set us up real fast, and then Sean's gonna have to depart. But I wanted to ask this question before he had to go to his meeting. There's been news circulating. I was watching the Tyrone Magnus channel that the fanboys of DC have put out an official petition on change.org, and they want Rotten Tomatoes shut down because of bad reviews of DC movies before the movies even come out. Okay, what do you think? I know you got to go, but real quick, what do you think about this, Sean?
I think that it's admirable, but it's unrealistic. Everybody knows that Rotten Tomatoes is probably the biggest movie website in the world right now, or at least in America. I can pretty much guarantee you in America that is the go-to movie website. So to say that they're going to shut it down over bad publicity for one is not realistic. I do see what they're saying, though. I do see a trend where, just from my personal experience, that they love the Marvel stuff and they automatically just start posting, even if it goes good later, they automatically start posting, with the exception of one movie, The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight was, universal from the beginning. It was, everybody loved it, but we knew that was going to happen. But I
mean, Marvel movies. Don't you think that Kevin Feige and the Marvel Cinematic Universe has earned that? I mean, they've had bad movies. Iron Man 2 was sucky to me. The Thor 2 was a bad one.
I will say something that people are not going to like. I just think that the truth is there's more good Marvel movies out there than there are good DC movies. Now, not to say that the best of Marvel is better than the best of DC, because I'm a Batman fanboy. I don't give a shit.
No, only keeping. That's why I was saying that the Dark Knight thing wouldn't count, because only keeping piece with the cinematic shared stuff.
I will definitely say that overall Marvel definitely has a higher quality.
Because whenever you're ready to shut down and have to go, you can just go. But
don't hate me, bro. Don't hate me. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I love both of them. But the truth is, sometimes shit is sometimes shit. I mean, we wanted to. It's like when you play a video game, you've been waiting for 3 years to play, and it finally comes out, and you're like, "Oh, this is shit." Well, it's kind of shit. Maybe I'll like it later. No, it's kind of I guess this is kind of shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna trade it in.
Yeah, it's like, I was really upset the first time I saw the version of Batman Superman, the theatrical version, and to this day, guys, why didn't they release the Ultimate Edition? Why not?
So So don't blame the critics, because they saw the movie. You have not. You don't know if everybody agreed with the critics after they saw it. You can't just say it was biased. They saw it. You didn't. You can't. And Tyrone Magnus said something that was 100% true when he was reading it. But of course, the opinion is biased. It's their opinion. That's theirs. That's their opinion. Every opinion is biased. It's theirs. You can't force a person to share your opinion and be mad when they don't. That's the bias. But anyway, so I know you gotta check out. I'm gonna continue this rant, but I just want to get your 2 cents on it. Appreciate you, man. So
no problem,
I guess till next time. Peace out.
Later.
All right, and get him out of here. So I'm gonna keep on my rant. Boy, it's hot out here. So the thing is, in my opinion, that Marvel has had the benefit of having a great director, and I mean, when I say director, I mean a great producer in Kevin Feige, and being smart on how to present his cinematic universe, his vision, and how to execute it, given the best staff, the best directors, the best producers, the best team, the best actors, the best everything to and do it the best way. Not saying this doesn't mean that Warner Brothers doesn't have the money, the ability, the talent, the people out there that's willing to help and put in the time and the effort and give us quality stuff. Kevin Feige the Marvel Cinematic Universe is not like Pixar. They're not hitting it. They're not 10 for 10. They're not 100% number one movie in America. Well, yeah, they are kind of, but I mean, even their bad stuff is still their bad stuff. They have the benefit of having a great head start, and even those first couple of movies had the potential of being bad. I mean, when Captain America first came out, everybody thought it was slow in comparison, but now after seeing the character develop in other movies and whatnot, people go back to Captain America and we're like, this is badass. And compared to some of the other Marvel movies that were not that great. There have been some bad Marvel movies. The thing is there's just been more good ones, and there's been so much time since 2008 to today. They've had time to build up our trust. So has Marvel built themselves up to a point that they kind of get a pass every time they get a movie come out? Yes. Every movie that Marvel comes out with right now is a potential of being a stinker, but even if it is a stinker, we will give them a pass because they earned it by having hit after hit after hit. It's just that every time that movie that we predict is going to be their big stinker, Guardians of the Galaxy, what happens? It turns out to be another hit, and it was awesome. And I'm okay. Then the leeway expands. Then the trust keeps building, and then all of a sudden now you can have 2 stinkers in a row. Then it'll be 3. Then it'll be to a point where Marvel can hit it out the park so many times they'll be allowed to have 5 stinkers in a row and still be able to move forward. DC has just started their cinematic universe. It's not just that. It's not about fanboys and whatnot and saying that they're biased against DC because they love Marvel more. No, Marvel was getting criticized just like these. And the cool thing about it is because there's been more good superhero movies that have come out since the cinematic universe stuff started and to today. The quality and our expectations have been increased. Our expectations are way higher after Avengers than they were when Iron Man first came out. We had no faith and no expectations of that movie at all. It was going to be whatever it was going to be. It was either going to be a hit or it was going to be a failure. We all expected it to maybe just be either a failure or an okay movie. We didn't expect it to be awesome. Then when the Avengers came out, after the Dark Knight came out and all this stuff, it's like, oh no. Comic book movies have to step their game up now. This isn't a joke anymore. So knowing that, and now after that realization happened, then DC got into the shared cinematic universe game when the standards increased. So it's not that people are biased against Marvel movies, for Marvel movies against DC movies. Marvel and Warner Brothers, after the Dark Knight, brought the standards to a different level. And then DC decides to get into the shared cinematic universe game. By that time, our expectations are high. One little hiccup, then they're on the attack. Kevin Feige was there to create that standard. And he knows the game. He knows the formula. He's a master at this now. He's not making that many mistakes because he helped create the standard. DC is now trying to catch up. Yeah, we're a little bit harsher on it, but at the same time, you can't tell a critic that their opinion is corrupt or paid for by the following because it's opposite of yours. And on top of that, you haven't even seen the movie yet. I'm scared that Suicide Squad is gonna suck too. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna go see it. And if it doesn't suck to me, that doesn't mean that the guy sitting right next to me is not gonna think that sucked. I'm like, that movie was awesome. That's definitely a possibility. It's probably what's gonna happen. So, but don't ever get into somebody's face and bully them and all that stuff because they just have a difference of opinion with you. There's no such thing as right or wrong, only opinion. I don't have to think like you. You definitely don't have to think like me. So if I think that all the Marvel movies suck and all the DC movies are awesome, then then all of a sudden the DC fanboys are going to love me. If I think all the Marvel movies are superior and the DC movies have had their head start, I'm still a gray area kind of guy, but then all the Marvel guys are going to love me. But I'm still a gray area kind of guy. I'm still going to be realistic about it. It's because Kevin Feige was there before the standard was raised and the quality was raised, and now he knows the game. And DC, they've had you remember back in the day when Superman movies and the Batman movies were dominating, and all Marvel movies were like that piece of TV crap, and they couldn't even and Marvel was in the middle of a bankruptcy and all that other stuff, and they couldn't get a character on the big screen to save their lives except for on the independent circuit. Remember that when DC and Warner Brothers was dominating? I mean, come on. I mean, so the same critics are still out there giving the same kind of criticisms. Come on. So just because Marvel found their voice and flipped the table over and changed the game doesn't mean that Warner Brothers wasn't there first or had the advantage before that. They had their advantage. And so is there a simple answer? No. But the simplest answer is whatever your opinion is, I respect it. If somebody else doesn't share that opinion, that should be okay too. You shouldn't be attacking critics and thinking that they're all paid for by the following because you love something a little bit more and they came to the table being fair to everybody. I am a comic book, just like Tyrone said, I am a comic book movie fan, period. I don't care if it's Batman or Spider-Man. I want it all to be cool because the tide raises all ships or whatever that saying goes. I want that because if the Spider-Man movie is great, then you're going to be excited to see the Batman movie. And the Batman movie is great, you're going to be excited to see the next X-Men movie. You're going to be excited to see the next one because you're going to want to compare it to each other. We all do it. But if one sucks and I hate it and you don't want to admit that the hiccups were there, then we still should be able to coexist. Like, come on. Everybody likes the Dark Knight. There's probably people out there who can't stand it. I mean, I don't care for those people, and I'll say I don't think they. I don't know, but they're out there, and I'll respect them. So let's just all get along, man. What do you think about this stuff? So if the movie's bad or not, can't we all just comment? Whatever we got to say, just say what we have to say without having to just try to attack everybody all the time. This week, I don't have to agree with you. Just because you know for a fact that 2 + 2 = 4 doesn't mean I'm wrong when I say 1 + 3 = 4. Comment, like, share, subscribe. Contest winning. If you can win you can win tickets to see the Suicide Squads. Oh, it's hot in here, man. I'm sweating my ass off. You can win the tickets to see Suicide Squads. We're about to hit 700 subscribers, and we're gonna give these movie tickets away. Let's all go see Suicide Squads and have a good time. Let's just enjoy the movie. And if it's great, let's go see it again. If it's greater, let's go see it again and again and again. Let's support it if it's good. If it's not that good, well, gave it a chance. We vote with our dollars. Let's keep